In the olden days, I had people dragging with anchors across the ocean floor, looking for things. Probably a bad idea, but and the likelihood of actually finding something is very slim. But I had a couple people for a little while, for about a year or two. They would go out and they would sometimes just dangle the anchor down until they dragged onto something, you know, and stuff like that. It depends. I had a lot of silly expeditions. Like I say, I mean, I'm Lucifer White Star Alliance, so my people had a lot of time to just do absolutely nothing. Years and 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 years of just wandering around, and every now and then they would dangle an anchor or do something silly. You know, as I got more money, as I had countries basically and thousands or millions of people working for me, we did a little bit more serious effort as far as like dropping a line down to see how deep the ocean was. On those calm wind nights, they would try and fix their position, and I mean, none of it was accurate, and basically it was abandoned after about a year or two. I was like, well, yeah, the information really isn't accurate. We're going to need a better way of getting our location on the planet, and stuff like that, like some sort of distance. And like I said, that's where we start getting into the radio, using radio frequencies to be able to tell distance by radio waves or whatever, by signal intensity and stuff like that, and stuff like that. Like, I mean, LF whatever, I don't know. I mean, originally would have probably been called something with an L, but I mean, that's why I say people call me crazy, and yet there's an America and there's a Lucifer star or White Star. I mean, funny. You still know his last name, don't ya? There's a reason why. Because it turned out the little boy was right. It was true. It was accurate. And it's fact. And you just get to deal with it. Brian is your lord, Lucifer Star. He just changed he just became Citizen Brian. That's all that happened. Anyway, builder of the Titanic. Creator of the Leviathan. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yes. That's why I had ships trying to find my ship. I was like, where is it? I want to find it. Because I wanted to find the Titanic and and everyone knew where the LS shipyard was and Belfast was. They knew where my production or my factories were. From the old stories and the stuff like that. The Ireland and Scotland and mostly mostly Germany. And like I said, also Helen of Troy was also one of like I said, she was just a beautiful woman. So anyway, Helen or whatever, I don't really know. She was some woman back in the way long ago past. That like I said, I had women christening my ships and stuff like that. I mean, a beautiful face to go with a ship, that kind of thing. That's all it was. Anyway, people get all different about it and stuff like that. But the sailing ships and stuff. I mean, crossing an ocean was quite epic and something that once upon a time people thought was impossible, especially crossing an ocean in mass, big huge fleets of ships crossing the ocean waves. And crossing it on a regular basis, like in the olden days. Well, my ships always crossed the ocean, but it took huge amounts of resources. It was a far different thing to be able to just spend like $30 or $300, and be able to cross the ocean, or spend like 25 cents or $3 to be able to cross the ocean, which is what it used to cost. I mean, moving around in mass, like whole countries could decide to move from one place to another place all of a sudden. Like I said, that was me. My old Lusitania travel companies and Titanic travel companies, whatever. White Star Lines, really, basically. Like I said, it was all White Star, or LS. I mean, LS becomes White Star. I mean, basically, because I had white ships, you see. So and on the thing it would say L and S, just like on my trains it said L and S, Lucifer Star. Anyway, I was trying to figure out which one because like I said, I kept buying and I kept building more train yards and more shipyards. And like I say, I built the one in Russia. Then I did some stuff in China. Like I said, I didn't do a lot in China. I did some stuff up to the mountains and stuff like that, I think. And also across America, but that was more, that they were kind of doing that for me or something like that. That was a little bit different because, like I say, it's a bigger, larger group back then. When we finally were doing America, it was a bigger group or something. Mostly, I just remember Russia and Germany, and also like I say, the pipeline the Panama Canal was LS Lucifer Star project. And like I said, that was actually there were German scientists and stuff like that that were doing that with the nuclear bombs and everything else like that. And Germany, my wonderful Germans. Like I said, I miss my Germans. I really do. I never really got to meet them. And they were all old, but I mean, and my and what's it called Poland was also a really big part of all that, and Lavatavia and stuff, I guess. Although I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I had my different research sites and everything else, and like I said, my people, they had lots of children and stuff like that. Like I said, I genetically created them, and they had lots of children, and then we worked together, and we built stuff together, and we built the LSF-A colony ship, and we traveled the stars, and then we did everything else, and I was building the Titanic and stuff like that, and lots of stuff, and then you people come along, and it's like, hello, children, what's up? So, and people were like, oh! It's like, well, it was supposed to be a surprise. It's supposed to be a wonderful surprise that, well, hello, I'm still alive, Lucifer Star here. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, just ask the gypsies about it. The gypsies apparently at some point in time, like I said, gypsies had a sense of humor too. I guess you might relate the gypsies to maybe the Middle East. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, the gypsies were were elusive and strange group of nomads or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. They cruised around too. Anyway, though, at some point in time, they made me young again or something like that. I think. At least that's what they said. I'm not exactly sure. They were laughing and joking and carrying on with me because they had found me and possibly made me into a child. I'm not exactly sure. Or maybe it was just a joke because maybe I said it. I'm not exactly sure. Like I say, the gypsies are a very, very, very old group. They're thousands years old or something like that. And like I say, they're just anyway though, a lot of stuff happened. So anyway, yeah, and like I say, I would blame them, but they just made me young again or something like that. Like I don't really know. It gets all confusing and complicated, you see. But my Titanic, and I was having people go look for it because I wanted to find my ship because it was my ship, and well, the Leviathan too, but still. And I had my battleships as well. But, I mean, anyway, though, I had a tendency to just buy more. And my people bought more stuff, too, or got more stuff. And I said it took them a long time to build Panama. And anyway, though, but that was me. Lucifer Star. So, anyway, yeah, people would call me crazy. Then Rodney came along and a bunch of other people. Anyway, though, whatever. Still, Star printing presses, Star manufacturing, Stars, White Star Lines. Yeah, my name's Lucifer. LS, LC, Shipyard Manufacturing, Belfast, and Birmingham, and a few other places. Anyway, though, whatever. I had my people. My free people. Freedom! No chains. No nothing. Just people I just told who I was and all that other stuff. And paid really well, and we had really nice stuff, and we had a lot of people, and a lot of children, lots of children. And quite a few old people. We had old people and children. Anyway, but that's why they've been looking for the Titanic. And all my lost ships. I was like, well, they're still going to be down there. They have to be down there. So I was like, go, stop being lazy. Go find my ships. So they slowly but surely found my ships over the years.